Hello. Welcome everyone. It is Wednesday and we are here to look at this kangaroo. Whoa, what is this? A kangaroo? I thought this was web fishing. You're right, it is web fishing. But that is today's image that Microsoft has decided to show me today. I'm going to assume this is Australia. Yep, it is in fact Australia. I would be surprised if this was not Australia. Oh, what is European otters? Bee eaters? What the? Sea otter? Everything is here. Everything good. Yeah, dog? No, it's a kangaroo. It's a freaking kangaroo. Anyway. Welcome Duck, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Slime Molder, welcome Old Man Diabetes. And Deffins, and Stanley. I skipped Stanley accidentally. Stanley's here. Potato, and Delicious Smile, and that's everyone. It's literally everyone. Yeah, Sea Otter. I was gonna say that, but I thought it would be a bit too obvious. But thank you for saying it so that I didn't have to. Okay, it is Web Fishing Wednesday. If you can believe it, the day that we fish specifically on the web. Now, you may be like, Wolfie, what about the Steam Next Fest, huh? Well, look at this, we found some games. Actually, wait, where are the games that I added? Shouldn't they be here? Did I not add demos? I definitely added demos to games. Okay, is it in this? No recorded. I see. Okay, there they are. A game about penguins. Card games. Okay, this will. I can't even talk. This will be Friday. Okay, but then for today, we are going to open up web fishing. Let me uninstall this first of all. You gotta be uninstalling games that I don't plan on playing. A lot of these. I could do that off stream. You know, you don't need to watch me uninstall stuff. Imagine that was a whole stream. You go through my installed games and be like, oh, we're not playing this one. I never even got to play this one. Last time we had Steam Next Fest back in March. Well, it's been 3 months. It does not feel like 3 months. But, yes, these are games that we played last time. If you remember. If you were here for that, then maybe you remember. But for now, we will play web fishing. I can hear my GPU fan spinning for some reason. Despite me not having like done anything on my computer today. Why is it spinning? Should I be concerned? I don't know. Anyway. Excited for the uninstall stream? Alright, this is for you. We're gonna uninstall this game. We're gonna uninstall. Did I play? I played this one, right? I played this one. I remember this one. We played this one as well. Welcome Namington. What is this one? I remember this one. I remember this one. I remember many of these. I don't think I played this one. But okay, we will uninstall. Did I play this one? No, I did play this. Yeah, this was the one that was like overcooked or whatever. Or the other one, Played Up. I played this one. That was a good one. Okay, let's uninstall all of these. Manage, uninstall all of them. Now we even have other games. Remember these games? Welcome Porku. I heard you were fishing on the web. Yes, I am fishing on the web. But before I do that, I'm going to uninstall various things. I played this one. We played that one. We played this one. Did I play this one? I did play this one. I played all of these. I don't think I played this one. Hold on, let me uninstall these. Replicube demo? I already have the full game. Why would I need the demo, man? Manage, uninstall all of them. Tall Trails. Oh, I remember this one. This one was nice. Pop Champs, that was a good game. I played this one. This one would not run. It was causing my GPU fan to spin too much. Okay. Let us uninstall these games. What if you need the demo? Then I can reinstall it. Okay, it'll be so easy. That is why Steam is convenient, is that it provides you a way that you can quite easily uninstall and reinstall games. Did While Waiting come out this year? I think so. It felt like so long ago though. We played this one. This is still one of my favorite games that I've played. Inscription. Oh, remember this game? Black Desert? Game that I've added to my library but will never play. There's a lot of those. Welcome Chocojanks. Inscription. Let's uninstall this one. Yeah, Jester game was good. Too bad I will never play it ever again. I've uninstalled it. This one actually has a DLC. But I don't know if I'll play it. Marbles on stream. Sweet Cross demo. Cloudy Valley. Let's uninstall this one. Holocure. Remember that. Anyway, hold on. Let's make web fishing lobby. Sorry, there's people that are like, hey, he's playing web fishing. He's not actually web fishing. Let's destroy him. He's in the category I didn't even... Okay, type. It will be an unlisted. It will have a manual request to join. I saw someone playing Sweet Cross. Was it Stalker Rocker? She was playing that, I think. She's also checking out Steam Next Fest demos. I saw it. I tuned in for some of it. She was playing a game that was very similar to Unpacking. Anyway, okay. Lobby code. Yo, Mario Kart 4 9 M4K 9 2 p.m. 2 p.m. for K9? Yo, me when I'm a dog and it's 2 p.m. for me? Guys, 2 p.m. for K9? So true. So true, Wolfie. He knows how to read letters and interpret them in some way. 2 p.m. for K9? Whoa. That's 2 p.m. for everyone. Okay, it's web fishing. It's literally... She's not a dog, though. Come on. Why would you be saying that? Who is this? I don't even know who that is. You will have to show yourself. The name is simply... Oh no, it's this you. Okay, this is Last Bucket, right? Show yourself if this is actually you. Okay, that's you. I have accepted you into the lobby. Welcome. I've also put you in the credits of my game because you have provided input that I thought was valuable. The game is not out, but I have updated the credits. I have included... I went through my my VODs just to check which chatters gave me advice that I actually use. And then I was like, I'm gonna put this person's name in the credits. So then, when they play the game, they can be like, whoa, that's me, I remember. I was in the chat, and I told him to add this thing. I told him how to draw trees. I told him to put the mushroom on the right side so that you can bounce and then push the crate. Stuff like that. Choco dog confirmed? No. She's not even a dog. Oh, what is that? I got pinged by something? What the heck is this on Slack? Slack bot? I have a delivery at the office? That's not even... What the heck is this? That's not me. So this isn't mine. Hold on. What is this? Something delivered to the office for someone who is not me? I'm going to say this is not mine. Is it mine? Hold on. Wolfie, can you add a single pixel in the corner? No. No, I'm already almost done. Can I draw for your next game? No. I will be doing all the art myself so that I have the satisfaction of knowing that I did everything. I don't even know what my next game's gonna be. Alright, hold on. I'm looking at this message. I'm actually on call at work. I was added to the on-call rotation. And so if I get interrupted this stream, I may have to go to my laptop and be like, oh, with this problem, I'm going to diagnose the latencies. I'm going to diagnose the error rates. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. Also, I feel like my voice is dying, if you can hear it. Why is it dying? I don't know. I simply lack information. PagerDuty has your number? Yes. It also has my notifications on my phone. I got 10 fishing rods. True. Let's see. Is there going to be a big release stream for Wolf Game? I don't think I'll make a big deal of it. But I will play it on stream. Possibly in one of the development streams. Now the game is very close to being done. I have added credits. I have added an intro scene. I've added sound effects that I made myself, by the way. I made my own sound effects in the Pico 8 editor. And they actually sound pretty good. I was actually surprised. I was like, I started looking for sound effects because, you know, I needed, you know, mushroom bounces. I needed like a death sound effect. I needed like others. And then I was like, I'm like looking for sounds and I was like, this is taking too long. So then I started, I opened up Pico 8 and then I made my own sounds. And then I've learned how to make sounds. And then I kind of want to learn how to make music, because, you know, lately I've been looking for music for the game. I know I had one stream where I did that, but I don't know if the music that I chose was actually that good. Is it going to be on Steam? No, it's going to be on itch.io. Because on Steam, it costs $100 to release a game on there, even if it's free. And I'm not going to spend $100 on this. But also Steam, if you want to release it on Steam, you got to do like a bunch of stuff. You got to make like promotional images. They also make you wait 2 weeks. They like incentivize like, oh hey, you make sure your game is up for 2 weeks, and then, you know, you get more wish lists, and then you like try to get people interested. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to put the game on there. But they're like, you got to do market. I mean, you don't have to, but it's like I think you do have to wait 2 weeks. You have to like approve it, and then you gotta like go into, you know, promote it. You don't have to, but they're like, oh, use this 2 week period to get some wish lists. And that's why you'll see people being really into promoting their game to get wish lists. But I don't care. It's a free game, and there's no reason for me to advertise it, really. Can I have the $100? No. You cannot. Anyway, it will be on itch.io. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put things on itch.io. I've never done it before. But it will be there eventually. Can I have a different $100? No. Actually, there's like a YouTube channel that does game dev videos. And that guy's actually holding a game jam. And the reward for that game jam is $100. Specifically because $100 is the cost to put it on Steam. So they're like, if you win this, you will have the money to put your game on Steam. But, you know, really it's not though, because, you know, taxes, you're gonna have to pay taxes on that, and then, you know, they should have considered more money for tax purposes. But anyway, that happened. I'm hoping that the game will be done in the next week or so. So I think that would be cool. I still need to put music in it. And I still need to make an ending cutscene / story or whatever. I don't even know. There's gonna be stuff. A lot of code cleanup that I've done. But it's cool. A cool time. Very busy time as well. because at work, you know, I'm on call. I've also had to I had to deal with a lot of urgent issues at work. Things that happen, and I'm like, oh man, now I have to fix this, man, because I was involved in writing this software, and this, you know, it's put into production, and then it's the first time it was used for this specific thing, and then we're like, oh no, you know, the numbers are different. And so I've been doing that. And then I've also had another thing I was working on. A lot of stuff, a lot of things going on. And hopefully it should calm down soon. And then I can get back to, I don't even know, what do I even do? Things. Streaming. I mean, I am streaming right now. Big deal, Wolfie, what your hours like? 7 hours a day. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. which is actually quite good, honestly. Although now that I'm on call, I may receive alerts off hours that I will have to look into. There was an alert today, and then it self-resolved, and I was like, I don't know what to do if this comes up again, but that's fine. It's fine. How on-call are we talking? It's not going to be as bad as the previous one, though. The place that I worked at for 7 years and I was on-call, there was like a lot of issues. This one, it seems like there's not that much. And if they are, it's not like that urgent. If they call you at 3 a.m., do you need to deal with it? It's not they call me. It's pager duty, which is triggered by alert systems. It's not like someone is calling me like, hey, Wolfie, the system is down. It's like, we've detected that service blah 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 has received 0 traffic when we expect to receive this amount of traffic. We noticed that the host names are down or whatever. Things like that. But you know, yes. Welcome, Zoe. It's for 1 week at a time, so like 1 week every like 5 weeks or something. Something like that. Anyway. It's not too bad. And they don't seem that urgent. A lot of them, it's fine to wait like half an hour or like an hour. Sometimes they self-resolve. The bad part is that since I need to go to the office now, like, if I get an alert while I'm commuting, like, I can't really address it. But thankfully, my coworkers are mostly West Coast, so if I'm commuting, it's probably business hours for them. And I can probably just go on Slack and be like, hey, I'm actually like on the train. Can you like look into this? And they'll go, sure. Because it's work hours for them, and then they look into it, and then they're like, yeah, I fixed it. So, you know, things like that. Has anyone here been on call for work? Does anyone know the pains of being on call? I was actually supposed to be on call next week, but there was a team member who switched teams recently, and that threw off the entire schedule. And I mean, it's fine, I don't mind. But it would have been nice to have 1 extra week. But that was a thing that happened. I didn't even talk about today's art. Are you seeing this? This is like the most dynamic art that I've ever drawn. Probably not ever on this stream. But I mean, compared to my usual web fishing arts, this one's got like motion, you know? He's like, the fish is like, he's not just standing there. He's like pulling, not even that hard, but you know, there's some movement. There's some motion variety out here. It's there. It's literally right there. Anyway, what else do I have to talk about? What else even happened? Can I check my notes? What do I have in my notes? Work stuff. Steam Next Fest. Oh yeah, I was checking Steam Next Fest. And actually, there's like so much AI generated art on there. I like look at the games and it's like, oh, this game looks interesting, and then I look at the like the title art and it's like, this looks like AI slop. And it probably is. I wish there was a way to filter it. I don't know if there is, but it's everywhere. Never on call, but at previous job, my manager would call me and be like, WTF are going, doing, ignoring this message? That's different though. Because if you've never had pager duty, that thing will call you. It will also, you can also have an app on your phone, and you can set that app to ignore your do not disturb settings. So, you know, you have a thing where like you set your phone on silent, you have like a do not disturb mode that's set to trigger from like midnight to like 8 a.m. or whatever. If there is a very urgent high priority alert, you can set it to ignore that. That's a built-in thing in iOS and also Android. Do you have a literal pager? No, it's just called PagerDuty. That's the app. A friend told me about their on-call rotations. It was Thanksgiving. I mean, it used to be pretty bad. The other place I worked at for 7 years, pretty often you'd get woken up at like 3 a.m. for like some freaking like unstable service. And it sucked. That's part of the reason why I wanted to leave. It's funny because I think I talked about this when I was still working there, but we had like I was interviewing people that wanted to work for a company, and then they had a question about on-call, and I had to be like, you know, because like you want people that work for the company. I wanted, because I plan on leaving the company, but I didn't want to just be like, you do not want to work here. The on-call is awful. The salary is also not really that good comparatively. But I didn't say that. They were like, oh, what's the on-call? I heard do you have on-call? And I was like, oh yeah, we do, yeah. And then they're like, what is the schedule? Like, how bad is it? And I was like, it's not that bad. You know, sometimes you'll get woken up, but like, we've mostly been dealing with it. Mostly we've been improving the systems, which is true. It was true. We have been improving the systems, but it was pretty bad. Anyway, I don't think they made it through the interview process, but if they did, I feel like they would have been very sad. Many people would be. Anyway, that's it. There's people out there, you know, people that have to do on-call. You got like doctors, you got like nurses, you got software engineers, you got like people who work at nuclear waste facilities, probably, I don't know, maybe. Welcome, hey Biscuit. Last time my friend was on call, he disappeared for 2 weeks. Where did he go? Just in his room, sleeping. You know, there are on call where you don't get paid at all, and those are nice. Doctors. Me when the dog is out there. Anyway, right, AI generated art. I was looking through Steam Next Fest, a lot of art out there. We could even look through it right now. Look at this, okay? You go Steam Next Fest, just look through the games list and be like, at least like 1 in 10. Probably like AI. Steam Next Fest. I hate that this video plays every time, even though I have autoplay disabled. Okay, just looking at it, doesn't this immediately? This looks AI. That one, it's not AI, but it's kind of slop. This one is fine. This one looks so AI. This one doesn't look that much AI. This one's probably fine. I have this on my wish list. This looks like an AI generated logo. This one's fine. This one, I don't know, probably fine. This one's definitely AI. I don't know about that one. This one, kind of, this part of it does kind of look AI. Welcome Hemp. This one's probably fine. This one's probably fine. This one, probably not AI. I don't know, probably not AI. A lot of these are AI though. You can kind of tell. Welcome Hemp. Lost Isle. This one, I don't know, kind of, in some ways, kind of looks a little bit AI. Sometimes, maybe, that kind of looks AI. A lot of it. Like, too much. This one definitely looks AI. Look at the art style here. I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but to me, it kind of looks, this one kind of looks AI as well. There's something about it. The coloring, there's AI art is so yellow nowadays, you know? That's how life is. They're just out there. It's in all YouTube thumbnails. Does it really make people want to click it? I feel like the average person does not care. Actually, at work, literally today, there was a thing, we're like making a presentation slide for something. And one of the suggestions was like, put AI art on there. Everyone loves AI art. And I was like, I don't. I didn't say that. But thankfully, like I don't think I've really like generated AI art since, you know, a long time ago when it used to be bad. I mean, it's still bad, but like that's besides the point. And now it's like people are just generating stuff for their slideshows and presentations. And they're, yeah, make sure to include some AI art on here. And like, I didn't want to do it because I am morally opposed to it, but then like another coworker made it, so, you know, I didn't do it, he did. And it's in the presentation. And I don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, actually, AI art is like, it's got some ethical ethical issues. I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever, you know. That's life, you know. Not everyone cares. They just want to make their slop. And that's their life. That's what they do. Welcome, Royal. Going to Fush. Fush? Put your fish. I don't know how I made that word. I put the F in here, and then like instead of put, and then I put the SH. I guess I put the letter U where, like in this place. That's how it goes. Sometimes you're just reading words, and then you mix up two words at the same time, and then you say the word wrong, and then people hear it, and they go, wow. That word sure was said incorrectly. And then they laugh. They point and laugh and they go, I can't believe that he would say the word incorrectly. That's crazy. But maybe it's fine. Make up word. Yeah, they are in fact making up words sometimes out there. Not always. Anyway, what else is going on? I guess Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are out. I'm not playing those. I've surprisingly not seen any spoilers for it. I think they're pretty good at, or maybe I have and I just don't know that they're spoilers. That's a thing as well. Sometimes you see a thing being posted and it's like a reference to something that happened, but like since you're unfamiliar with it, you don't know that it's a spoiler. It's like how when you're watching anime and you look at the opening cutscenes or whatever, and by cutscene I mean like the opening song, they'll have scenes that are definitely spoilers. Things that happened in the show later on. But like since you don't know about it, you can't tell that it is spoilers. You're like, oh look, they're running through a field. Oh look, who's this guy? I don't know who he is, but he's there now. You're just sitting there like, oh yeah, okay. But then when you actually watch the show, you're like, wait a second, this is the part from the opening where like this guy actually dies here. They had him fighting the other guy and that also happened and he dies here. The guy who calls it out as a spoiler makes it worse. Yeah, they're like, I can't believe they would show the field. This is the field where Joseph died, where he sacrificed his life. See, this thing right here when he was like punching, that was a reference to when he was destroyed. This is when his soul got sucked out by the demon or whatever. And you're just like, oh man, I didn't know that. I just thought it was a cool scene of them in a field. I didn't know the contextual meaning of it. But now I know. And now it's been ruined. It's like when you're watching someone play a game and the chat is just like, I love this part. This is my favorite part. Incoming peak moment coming up next. Oh, this next part, that's my favorite part of the game. Wow, I hate that. You're gonna hate this next part. If you hated that part, you're gonna hate this boss fight. If you thought that boss fight was good, he doesn't even know what's coming up next. It happens all the time. He doesn't even know. Oh my god, he thinks this guy's gonna live. Bro doesn't even know that he's gonna die in this scene next. Going to spoil? Why would you do that? Why? Bro, this is my favorite part. Streamer, pay attention. It's my favorite part. Oh my god, he's talking over my favorite part. Bro, he didn't even understand. He didn't even know the significance. It's like, oh, this part. I understand now. That's the part where this thing happened. Anyway. What else do I have in my notes? Words. Various words. Not too much, honestly. My notes, there's nothing really in there that's interesting worth talking about. No, that's it. That's pretty much it. Good stream, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. You know, I've run out of stuff. It was a good run. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye because I have nothing to talk about. There's literally nothing going on at all in the world. Literally nothing. Now I'm gonna stand here and fish. Bad topics. What's the worst topic that happened in the past week? What is the worst thing that could happen? Welcome crazy LG. What's the point? We don't even know. No one is even aware. Did you hear about the bad thing? Did you hear about freaking thing that happened about the stuff in LA? I don't even know. How about that stuff happening in LA? What even happened? Ain't nothing happening. All is calm. So true. Hey, did you see the event the other day? Yeah, that was pretty bad, right? So true. You're like, oh my god, the event. Don't get me started on the event. Oh my god. That event is unprecedented. I can't believe they would do that. Exactly. Politics. Hey, did you guys see that, oh, there's the iPhone glass, whatever, what's it called? I'm gonna put this in my notes. Miscellaneous news. Apple reveals glass UI or whatever. Hashtag news. That's in my notes now. iPhone glass. And then they didn't look at their YouTube thumbnail. Do you see that? iPhone glass. That's crazy. Glass UI. What did they call it? Glass UI. Where is it? Yeah, liquid glass. What are they doing, man? iOS liquid glass. Glass detected. This is not the same thing. Where is the image? Where is the image? It's not even there, man. Anyway, I don't really care, I guess. Welcome Muffin. New glass that included a little bug stuck between the screen and glass. I didn't actually watch it. I just saw people making fun of it. And I was like, so true. This is not even a thing. Anyway, that's happening, right? That's a thing that's happening. What else is happening? Let's read the news, guys. Remember when I used to read the news on stream? News.google.com. And I search for VTuber in the news. Guys, remember this? VTuber, want to yap and game on stream? Here's what to keep on my... Oh, this is advice for me. Yapping. This guy's yapping. Come prepared to yap. This is on... What the heck is advice? There's Toho. Is that Toho? What is this article? Who wrote this? Why would they write this article? You're watching the Wolfie News Network. Hey, do you see the... Oh, this was a thing. You see the HoloLive sports Dodgers again? But Gura's not there, and they're gonna be like, "Where's Gargura? I can't believe she's not there." What a time to be audio only. Also, why I feel like Iris, like, it makes sense for these, right? Because they got like a little bit of blue color scheme. It's like purple, but purple's pretty close to blue. But Iris is red. She's like so red. It feels a bit out of place. You think any Dodgers fans are gonna be like, "I can't believe she's red. She's not even blue themed. Why would they put a red character for this? Unbelievable." And then someone clips this and they're like, "Wolfie hates I can't believe Wolfie would say this. She got the Dodgers sponsorship and he's out there saying she doesn't deserve it." No, I'm just saying she's not blue. I mean, I guess one of her eyes is blue. So maybe that makes sense. Red is the villain color. What is the rival of the Dodgers? Dodgers rival. What is their rival team? Do they have one? Giants? Isn't the Giants like a football team though? The New York Giants? Padres? Oh yeah, Padres. Don't they have like a Nikkei sponsorship right now? What's that thing? They got like an event of some kind. I probably don't want to search for this. It's probably gonna be like some weird stuff. It's football Giants and the baseball Giants. Yeah, but what about the Japan? Isn't the Hanshin Giants or something? Tigers. Doesn't Japan have a baseball team called the Giants? The Yomiuri Giants. You're telling me that the Dodgers are rivals with this Japanese team? Wow. Hey, what the? This is Mint. She didn't write this. This is not Mint. What is this? Why would they use Mint as their thumbnail? This makes it seem like she wrote this. I make a living on YouTube playing an anime character. I'm very shy. It helps me get out of my comfort zone. That's not her though. Welcome at 9H2O. This as told essay is based on a conversation. Oh, she wrote it, but she interviewed. Oh, it is actually Mint. I didn't know that. Do you all know about this? Did you know that she interviewed with Business Insider? Has she talked about this? Actually, this was a long time ago. This was like 2 months ago. Wolfie, you are so far behind. He doesn't even know that she interviewed with Business Insider. Where is the actual interview? VTubers, live concerts, stream, YouTube tutorials. Mint has performed at live shows. Very cool. Good job, Mint Phantom. Business Lady Ghost. The rise and rise of VTubers. They sing and dance, but rarely show their faces. Meet the VTubers. How to become a VTuber in 5 steps. VTube XR by Moari is creating FOMO among VTuber enthusiasts. I have never heard of this thing. I don't think that's true at all. Dream is entering his VTuber era. Want to meet your Oshi at off? Oh, this is a thing that happened. people, there's like anyone going to Offkai Expo, there's like if you want to do like a meet and greet, you have to like show the staff your ID. And people are like, I can't believe you would have us dox ourselves just to meet our Oshi. People are very upset. But I'm not going, so it doesn't matter to me. Welcome, props not Jack. ID check? No, I said ID check. It's a different thing. While Offkai's announcements was met with no real complaints on Blue Sky, Twitter was different altogether. Welcome, Wizbright. Would they take Costco card? I think it has to be a government issued ID. So if Costco is a government in your country, then maybe. But I don't think so. They've interviewed several people about this. People hate ID check. You would check though. I guess with the thing going on in Cali, some people aren't super comf with IDs. What's going on in California? Specifically about IDs. I'd be okay living under the Costco regime. Yeah, the hot dogs are gonna be cheap. Ice okay. I thought that was happening like throughout the entire country. Welcome, Carabel. Check LA. What if I don't want to? What if I simply don't want to check? But anyway, I guess I could see the concern where, you know, what if you want your name to remain private? But then, like, what if the staff, can you really trust the staff at the convention though? Like, what if they are fans of the VTuber? What if they're fans of the community? Wiz, this is you? Okay, hold on. Let me check your chat history. You have been here. You've been here enough that I will allow you to join. You know, usually when I'm playing this game and there's people I don't recognize, I don't let them in because they could be strange people. Now, you may also be a strange person, but you're strange in the sense that you have been here before. And that's fine. LA is the biggest center at the moment due to military. I didn't even, you know, I don't even know the news. I was not even aware. What if you are a VTuber who wants to meet Yoshi? That was also a concern. It's like, what if you are the VTuber? And then your Oshi VTuber is doing a meet and greet. But then you're like, oh, to see them, I now have to dox myself, bro. Like, and then what if the staff is actually a fan of you as the streamer, but they didn't actually know? What if there was things? I want to go to LA this year, but it looks scary now. Man. LA is very, very big. It is quite large, that is true. What if name card? What if thing? Have you considered that maybe like thing? The protests only take up a handful of blocks and are very peaceful. I don't even know. Anyway, I guess that's that. Wait, is Offkai Expo in Los Angeles? Oh no, it used to be somewhere else and then they moved it, right? It's in San Jose. I see. But that, you know, that's like California. The media. Is anyone going here? Anyone want to dox themselves at Offkai Expo? You can have Offkai Expo doxed meetup. Blurp. It's hundreds of miles. Offkai is in deep SoCal. The price? What is the price? What is the ticket? There's a lot of things named on here. Glorb, I'll dox myself. Will you dox yourself? No. You'll have to dox yourself. I will not do it. Phase Connect. V-Dare. Sox Agency. Jast J18. Elgato. Blurp. SVP Studio. Elan. V. Is that an O? V-Mo. VTC logo looks like it's made in paint. Which one is VTC? Which one of these do you all actually recognize? Here's the ones that I recognize. I recognize this one. I've heard of VDare. I've heard of Sox Agency. I don't know this one. I know Elgato. Blurp, I think, is the sound software that plays audio on streams. SVP, I don't know who that is. I don't know. I've never heard of this one. Welcome Yuzuki. Jas is a manga. Oh yeah, Jas. Jas Media. Elgato. J18 is also part of Jast. J18. I'm not scared of the protests. I'm a big supporter. I just don't want to look at the military. Yeah, but what if... Oh wait, this is Clover, right? I know of Clover. Clover Inari. I don't know this one. Okay, this is the one. Yes, this looks like quite a strange logo. This one, is this the they got like ship VTubers, right? Like Cotton Cole, but not really. This one, I think, didn't Mint Phantom do like a tour on this ship at some point? I have heard of Irium. I have heard of 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I don't know Riff Runners. I think I've seen Vite before, but when I think of Vite, I think of JavaScript. And I'm gonna assume this is not the same. Yes, this is not the same thing, but I think I've heard of this. I don't know Vaso. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I think Oshi Spark does like some merch or like some meet and greets maybe. This one sounds vaguely familiar. Wasn't this like what, there was like a disbanded VTubing agency where they rebranded into this one? What is this? Oh, this is Merryweather, right? Is that Merryweather? I know, I'm aware of some of these people. Yeah, that's him. I don't know, this one, what is that, Vols? Did I sponsor? No. Ship VTubers, exactly. I've not heard of these. Oh wait, I think I know about this one. This one is, Ria is in this one, right? Sagisawa Ria. The page doesn't even load. Well, anyway. This one doesn't even have a name. You can't even, I mean, this one also doesn't. I've heard of this one. 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 This is the one with Margot, right? Margot's in this one. And I don't know the other ones. Those are all the ones I've heard of. Idle Corp have 3 VTuber graduating. Frederick Nuts is an owl guy. What? Frederick Knudsen? Who's that? Those are the ones you know. I have a friend who's staff at Joshiko. Is it like a big organization? A lot of, to me, a lot of these seem like just like groups of friends. Like, is there like an actual like talent management like staff? I mean, I guess you said that you know staff, but like, I don't know. Frederick Knudsen is known for In the Rabbit Hole YouTube. Welcome Jose. 3 a.m. Yeah, I know. Welcome Hoppy Hollow as well. A lot of groups are just a bunch of friends. Exactly. I'm gonna assume several of these are. Wolfie is in a TV spot. What? Yeah, man. Look, here's all the guests they have. Okay, which one of these guests do you recognize? Oh, I mean, I recognize like a lot of these actually. I recognize many. Look, there's there. I know many of these people. I don't know who this is, but I know this one. I know this one. I know that one. And Mimi's there. That's Toma. Oh, they don't have the names listed. I can prove that I know them by naming them. It's Very Bug. This is Joel. This is Rin. This is Henamimi. That's Toma. It's Nina. That's you. You with the umlaut, unnamed. That's Julie. Julie with some numbers. That's P UFO. It's Grimmy. I don't know who this one is. That's Koki. That's this is 3 a.m. That's what's the Callie. It's Callie. It's Meat. That's Olivia. That's Nova, right? Nova. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I've not watched them. I just know they exist. This is Limes, right? Lime Malicious. I don't know these ones. That's Shindigs. That's Ayami. This is Snuffy, I think. It's Alice Sawyer. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, that's Doki Bird. Is this Buff Pup? I don't actually know. Is this Project Whiskey? This is Zeta. This is just Hololive. This is Shiori. This is Narissa. That's Banzuin Haka, I think. This is it Rex? Is his name Rex? That's Shinri. This is that I know of her. Barkswell? Something Barkswell. This is Kiri Volt. I'm not sure about this one. This is Tanya, right? The other ones, don't know. This is Sleepy. This is Mari. That's Michi. Zendaya is Michi. This is Lee and Lai, I believe. That's K9 Kuro. This is Project Melody. This Kizuna. They got Kizuna Eye for this. Can you believe that? The real Kizuna Eye. This is Unicat. This is that I know who this is. That is Artemis. That's Artemis. Notice something about all of these. They feature excellent design. Do they though? This is I know of her. Like Bug something. She's like a Twitch ambassador or something for the VTubers. Big Nose Bug, that's what it is. Welcome, Kuro. This is Pillow, I believe. I don't know these. Okay, we've gone back. Is that all of them? I know a lot of these. Can you believe? View the full list. Okay, this is me naming. Oh, they have their names on here though. Then it's spoilers because I know who they are now because of their names. Bonnie Barkswell. That's what it is. Got people here. Several people are here. Do I know? Oh, this is Juniper. I know of Juniper. You know, 3 people. Oh, I've heard of this one. I see her in my recommended sometimes, I think. Oh, there's I'm aware of Sylvie. Oh, Cynthion. Cynthion does music, I know. And I think I've heard of Cottontail VA. I did not recognize her. Okay, that's it. That's all of them. Let's go. I know VTubers. If there was someone who knows VTubers, I am one of those people. I want my refund if Wolfie is not a special guest. Are you going to Offkai Expo? I mean, I was invited to go to the first one, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do like, I'm not gonna talk to people. Imagine me doing a panel. I don't want to. Who would even do that? 9H2O. Okay, hold on. You are chatting in such a way. I mean, you're not like a random person. So I will allow you to join. Despite this being your first stream, you are talking about VTubers. So you're not just like a random person that came in here because I was playing webfishing. Contail is adult-oriented? Oh, I see. I was not familiar with her content. I have heard of her name, though. I was thinking, but now that I know Wolfie is not a special guest, I'm not going. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Imagine going. What the frig? You got the big fish. Gonna need to spend like a car to fly there. Is that a unit of currency? A car? How many cars did you spend today? 0.0005. It could be a lurker. No, but I don't want to go though. Why would I go to a convention? Imagine going to places. I use Toyota Corolla. Is it low thousands? Yeah, I don't know the price of cars. As someone who does not drive, I have no idea. Also, I'm going to drink water. It is 6 p.m. That is the perfect time to hydrate. Alright, I've done it. It's cheaper if you split the cost with other people. With a car. To split a Toyota Corolla with other people. Probably. Cars is probably $250 on DVD. You know, I've never actually seen Cars, the movie. I know it is a common movie that people love. Actually, I don't know. Do people love Cars? Probably. That people are aware of at least, but I don't know what happens. I like the idea of VTuber convention, but every year there's something off about Off-Kai. It's literally in the name, Off-Kai. Something off about it? Yeah, I would hope so. It's literally in the name. But I don't know. I just feel like, you know, VTubing, I don't know anymore. You know, I used to watch people because they're like VTubers. Now I'm kind of like, eh, whatever. The fact that they're a VTuber is not that important to me anymore. Have I been to the Void? Yes. I have. That's how I got these eyes. You want to know how I got these eyes? It's because of the Void. Void right here. The things I've seen are expressed with these eyes. I'm trying to figure out if Hoppy's making a pun or if there's more. Probably not. I would assume that there's probably stuff. You remember anime conventions have weird polar opposite sister between seasons? It's like that, but I don't know what else is out there. I don't know what that means, but okay. Void enjoyers. Anyway, there's stuff going on. I remember like the first time Off-Kai Expo started out, they were trying to get guests and then we were just all like, I don't know if this is gonna like be a thing. But now they are successful. It's the first time they started it, they invited me and I did not respond to their DM. And then they tuned into my fishing stream and then I was like, oh yeah, you're the guy who DM'd me for Off-Kai Expo. And then I was like, I don't actually want to do a panel because I just don't feel like it. And they're like, alright. But just know I was invited. I could have been there. I just chose not to. And I choose not to in the future as well. Let's imagine going to a panel and it's just some guy like yapping, saying numbers. Some guy just playing web fishing. Cringe. Nah, but I don't know. Would you all do a panel? If you were like invited to a panel, what would you talk about? Would you do it? And be like, hey everyone, I'm gonna do a panel on the lore of this VTuber. They started out as this whatever, and this is you know, this is an event that happened to them, and they had this stream and this thing. Generally you do the other way around. Which thing? What is the other way? Have a panel idea and submit the panel. Oh yeah, that's what I meant though. If you were to apply to do a panel, what would you present? I would do a very stupid panel. Something about Dust or Ross. But it's got to be about VTubers. I guess I didn't say it was for a VTuber convention, but I guess in the context of this discussion, something like that. For Seattle, there's usually SakuraCon. Putting it this way, there are other cons that are basically the candy van, and it usually shows the candy van. The free candy by unreputable individuals. A game trivia show. I would try to fuse VTubing with my Dust topic. Could you be like a Dust VTuber? Could you talk about D-Dust 2 in Counter-Strike? There's no big con where I live ever. Location docs. Find every location that does not have a big convention. And now we've isolated your location. It can only be one of these several thousands of places. Dinkenstein. How to do physical activities with cosplay like dancing? True. So true, though. I don't know. It could be like, here's my favorite VTuber. Here's why they're cool. This is my favorite stream that they did. This is a lesson that they learned. Here is them enjoying themselves by playing their favorite game and doing karaoke. And then everyone tunes in and they go, whoa, this VTuber sure is cool. I will watch them now. And then the next time they stream, they have like 1 billion viewers and they're like, where'd you all come from? And they say, someone did a panel on you at this convention. And they're like, whoa, what the? I didn't know about this. And then they're like, who was it? And then they name them and they're like, I've never seen this chatter in my life. I don't even know who this is. And then they get scared. They're like, wait, who? They would do a panel on me, but I don't even know them? What the? I've been to panels on how to use live 2D cubism, as well as defining what is cubism. True. Live 2D rigging. Here's how you set up your parameters. Here is how you can receive input to these parameters. You can use the reverse reflect property. The people that chat a lot simply aren't spending time making panels. No, there's people. There's totally people. There's so many people out there. Many chatters are lurkers. I mean, I guess if it's like for like a big VTuber, sure. But I was thinking in the context of like a small indie VTuber. Cause like I feel like if there was like someone who did a panel on like a HoloLive member, them being a lurker would not be that surprising. But if they were doing a panel on someone with like, you know, 30 viewers, and then they were not an active chatter, that is a bit weird, in my opinion. Well, actually, I don't know. Is it weird? Not really. It would be surprising, though, that they would be encouraged or like interested enough to do a panel on someone that they in a community that they don't chat in. A panel about live 2D would be hellish. With it being projected on a big screen, all the nods and settings that are hard to see when it's viewed full screen. Now, surely they would zoom in. They'd be like, oh, here's the setting for this thing, etc. I remember a time I was able to get live 2D stuff in early 5.3 era VR chat. Do they have live 2D in VR chat? What? How does that work? No zoom in, but you have to though. How can you see things without zooming in? You can't. It's actually impossible. But anyway, that's a thing. Actually, speaking of panels, there was a time, I think there was like a Toho convention, and like someone did a presentation on like me. Well, not me, but like the tool that I made. It's like, here's how you use the Walfas tool, create.swf. You can make your own whatever. I don't know, I didn't actually watch the panel. Someone told me it happened, and I was like, what the heck? You're telling me. Also, wait, isn't that happening at some point? There's like a Toho convention that's happening in the next some amount of time. I tried it, didn't go over well with on re-up. Some stuff worked obsolete. I don't even know what is re-up. Rip. That's the sound that people make. Rip. That's it. That's life. When was the last convention I even went to? A long time ago. It's been years. It's been more than 5, maybe even 6 years, 7 years perhaps. TohoCon, that would be too large to control. Would it though? Is it surprising to you all that Toho is still like relevant nowadays? It's been relevant for so long. There are still fans of it. I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing. Toho, it will be around forever. Always. The same can't be said about Konkole though. Remember Konkole? Back when, you know, it was mostly just Toho, and then Konkole started being popular, and then, you know, Toho artists started drawing Konkole. They're like, what the heck? These people, they're abandoning Toho for this other series that has a lot of girls. Unbelievable. Now Konkole is like dead. You tell people about it, and they're like, what is that? People still know Toho. I recall a TohoCon meetup that had cosplayers perform Bad Apple MV. It was in Southeast Asia. Now at the Blue Archive, yeah, the things are popular now. A lot of things. Popularity of things is changing. What was popular is not. The naming would be unreal. CanCon. CanCon. Don't even know. What if there was a webfishing convention? Actually, I don't think I would go, honestly. I think it'd be kind of weird. CanCon. Look at that Fox reference. Wow. There's gonna be lots of void cats. Guys, remember the Grincher from webfishing? Those were some times. Look at this screenshot. It's a good screenshot. Anyway, that's happening. As a Toho person, do you like Akatsuki Records? Probably. It sounds familiar. I'm sure I've heard their music at some point. But it's been a long time since I was into Toho. I don't remember that much of it. Doki Doki Waku Waku. I know that song. That's a song. Anyway, we've all had good times. Toho, you know, back in the day, I was there. I drew stuff. I have created content for Toho. It's actually surprising when I think about it. The fact that I was like in high school when that happened. Like nowadays, when you see people like known for making stuff online, I kind of assume they're at least in their 20s. But like me back then, I was out there like doing stuff, and it was like I was literally like in high school. And then you're like, ah, remember this one? The guy who made that is now in his 30s. Wow. Times sure have passed. Me when the passage of time consumes all of us. The thing about Toho nerds, there's a lot of them in VR chat, especially on the USA side. There's already meetups because there are Toho cosplayers at anime cons. I mean, of course there's meetups. Imagine there not being meetups. There's actually even like sub-communities. Like, you know how like the Fumo plushes that they have that mostly are Toho themed? They have meetups specifically for those. Just like Fumo owners, people like just traveling around with their Fumos. That's a thing. Yeah, the subcultures. Stacking Fumos. I get into VR chat only when I get VR headset and trackers. I mean, I never really got into VR chat. Especially because I get motion sick, but like, besides that, I don't really have that much of an interest in just socializing with strangers. Punting and yeeting Fumos across the room, soaking a Fumo with milk and slamming it against the wall. So true. Anyone relate to this? What even is a webkin though? That's the original thing, the webkin plush that someone soaked in milk and threw it against the wall. I don't even know what a webkin is. Is it like Neopets? Good, it's not really a good place for VTubers. I know most of y'all have issues socializing. So true. Imagine socializing. Cringe. Imagine though. Things you would do to a Fumo. Can you describe them, Royal ZK? Would you treat it with care and respect that it deserves? Or would you destroy it? Would you even contribute to society? The Fumo society? You're going to cut it open and put a voice box in it? What would it say then? If you could have the Fumo say things, what would it be? My friends really enjoy VR chat. I just get ticked off when I'm moving stiffly because I'm on PC and others are free to move. Yeah, but then it's like, are you really gonna feel that much better when you can move around? Actually, I don't know, maybe. There are a lot of people that like go into VR chat and they like stand in front of a mirror and they just look at themselves. It's a thing. They're like, whoa, look at this, I can move my arms. And that's literally me. It's true, it does happen. It's like when I did play VR chat for like a short time, is this really weird thing where like, since my VR chat model is like really small and short, when I'm in VR, everything is like taller than me, right? So then like being in a place where everything is like larger than me, and then like I take off the headset, I feel so tall. It's like in VR, like I can't see like above a table because my character isn't that tall. And then I take off my headset and I'm like, what the frick? I can see above tables now? This is crazy. I was not a fan of that. It felt very strange. I want to become a Ford Mustang, not look like one. What? This guy is Ford Mustang. What about Ford Mustard? What if instead of Mustang is mustard? Imagine, though. I don't know. Anyway. You're Wolfie, a little guy. Welcome, Matthews. No. People just assume these models are small because of their proportions. But they may actually be very tall. Their arbitrary height. Fjord Mustard, so true. So true though, out there. Truing. Anyway, what else do I have to talk about? Let me check my notes. There's nothing. Oh, I talked last week about how I learned that when you brush your teeth, you're not supposed to rinse your mouth. You're not supposed to like rinse the toothpaste out. Now, last week was the first week that I tried doing that. Not rinsing my mouth after brushing my teeth. And it was very strange, but now I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to constantly having like a minty flavor in my mouth after brushing. It's alright. It's actually fine. Now, I don't know if it really is helping, but surely it can't be bad, right? Yo, what is this? Who is that? What is this character? Rinse like with water? Yes. You are supposed to just spit the toothpaste out and not actually rinse with water afterward. And I did not know that until last week. This model looks so small and yeetable. I would punt this across that DE furry hotel world. What is that? DE German. Let's talk politics. Deep fish. Deep fish. Word wrong. Everyone make fun of this chatter for typing the word wrong. Deep fish. Typo in the group chat. Oh my god. It said deep fish. It is a pie though. Many people would say pizza pie. Fish, bro, it's not even the right thing. Fish can't be deep, only fried. Yeah, what about deep fried though? Deep fried? What's everyone's favorite deep fried food? Chicken? I would say chicken is up there. Chicken's pretty good. Deep fried. Falafel? That's a thing. Falafel's good. The fish is getting to me. I have 40 hours this week. What, in web fishing? No one plays web fishing. Deep fried isn't real, it's just frying but with too much oil. Yeah, but that's what deep fried is. Mobile app updated, I can reply to people instead of just adding them. What the? Did they finally add like emote search in the Twitch app? That's one thing that really annoys me about the Twitch mobile app. Is that when I want to type an emote, I have to like choose it myself. Click the emote button, scroll down. They don't even have like a search bar in there. They really should. I don't know why they don't. Because like sometimes I'm just like, yo, I have like the best emote for this, and then like it doesn't work. You can do colon. We talked about this? I don't remember. I think I would have remembered. Yo, congrats on Big Fish. Also welcome Isurugi Miyo-sama. I have 170 hours in web fishing. How many hours do I have? 100? That you have more than me. That's good. Deep fry? You mean cooking potatoes in the Mariana Trench? The Marinara Trench. Colon emote name? Hold on, let me try it right now. I'm going to open my Twitch app on my phone. I'm going to go to my own chat. Stream manager. Okay, pause. And then I'm gonna go type colon. And then what? And then it does. It's very weird though. The UI is like very small. Actually, the items are very large. Okay, well I guess that works. I just never thought to do it. Just never considered doing it. Hold on, let me check Slack. What is this? Messages on Slack. The PR has been approved. The code looks good. I will merge it tomorrow. Looks good. I saw this in vending machine prop in one of Kurikin's VR worlds. It's the most misleading American thing I've seen. Imagine JP Good deep fried American style. What? What are you talking? Wait, what was this? What's the context of this? Fried food. Oh, deep fried onigiri. I see. I didn't read your other message. I have never had it, so I don't know. It's how I do emotes on PC and Discord. That is how I do it on PC. On the Discord mobile app, I actually open up the emote menu and then I type in there because they have a search bar on it. I don't know why they don't have it as a button, as like a search bar on there, but they should, because I think it makes sense. But anyway, now that I know, I can be more efficient in chat. A lot of times I'm like watching on mobile and then streamer will say something and I go like, yo, like I can't even talk. I'm going to use this emote that I know is going to fit with this situation. And then by the time I scroll down to find the emote, it's already not relevant anymore. That plus stream delay on mobile, I just looked like a fool. I'm like, man, this is not even relevant anymore. Imagine not even having the perfect emote. I feel like I have emotes that are usable in so many situations though. Like I wonder what percentage of my chat messages have an emote in them. Probably like a lot. Hey, look at my Northern Lion chat history again. NLaudit.com. You're always looking like a fool. Can't believe this. I spelled my name wrong. I don't use emote for any chat. Bro is not even using emotes. Look, here's the emotes glorp. Choco J, cry, sobbing, wah. Implode 3, stare. When have I used? Look, there's a me when I post an actual thing that is not an emote. Actually, those are all emotes. These are all emotes. All of these are emotes. That was my last week in this past week. That was my chat history for the past week. Still only a single so true. I mean, I'm saying that all the time. I say so true, that is a thing. You'll see me say it in chats, even if it's not true. Because I think it's funny. When streamer says something strange and I just go, so true, streamer. That is in fact a statement that is true. Context, look up Yaki Onigiri. Try telling me that isn't American inspired in some way. At least that's where my mind goes. No, they deep fry stuff. They got like karage. They've gotten like the other. They've gotten kushikatsu. It's a thing. Tempura. Tempura. Well, okay, maybe. Okay, you did say deep fried. I guess it maybe is different. Let me look it up. Yaki onigiri. I mean, that seems... I don't look at this and think this seems American. What, just because they fried it? No. That just seems normal. Is anyone a big fan of onigiri? Sometimes I feel like there's too much rice. You ever think there's too much rice in these? I know that's the entire point of them, but sometimes they don't have enough filling. But maybe that's fine. You know, maybe that's the point. I've only ever had it in Hong Kong. Not even in the US. They have them here in some places. Actually, there's like ones where you buy them and they have like, they're like plastic wrapped. A lot of people don't know how to unwrap it. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Onigiri plastic wrapper. Yeah, there's like this thing. Does anyone? I didn't mean to click on this. It's an ad. There's like a thing where it's like you're supposed to peel from the middle, and then it's in two parts. But then many people don't know how to like split the two parts such that the seaweed is actually in contact with the rice. It is a little bit complicated. Just open it. It's not that simple though. You gotta unwrap it in a certain way. What the heck was that sound? Oh, it's in the game. Is that in the game? The convenience stores have hot dogs and chips. He said the word wrong. Make fun of this chatter for saying the word wrong. All convenience stores have hot dogs and chips. Wait, it's like, why would I go to a restaurant to order onigiri? True. It's like fast food. It's literally fast food. What do you think if like Gears of War was relevant? Could they have like a onigiri special item? Gears of War. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, big number, big number. Here's a pro tip in web fishing. You can do backslash. Backslash is the same as right click or left click, sorry. You can press left click and backslash. And they both work. Still seems healthier with the onigiri. I don't know. We have fun here. Fishing. Oh wait, there's a thing that did happen this past weekend. There's like all those like game showcases. Did you watch those? Was there anything interesting to you all? There's like the Xbox game showcase. There was the Wholesome game showcase. There was like probably some other things. Summer Games Fest. There's nothing really there that I cared about. Yo, who drew this? It was good. Thanks for the streams. Did someone leave? Someone said thanks and then they left. Gargura is there. New Digimon game. I didn't even see that. There was a Digimon game? Oh, Last Tabaka. Thanks for stopping by. It's all graduated members. Is it? Who's this one then? Who even is that? Who's that? Next he'll say a menace. An affiliate. Drosy. Ah, I see. It's a good one. It's a good art. It's a good art. That's the thing people say. It's a good art. Amelia Watson. Guys, remember Amelia Watson? I remember. Back in the day, she existed. And now she doesn't exist. That's crazy. Alright, thanks for stopping by 9H2O. See, the web fishing community is dying. No one plays this game anymore. This is why I need to make a new game. A new game for everyone to play. See, everyone's gone. I've been abandoned by everyone. They're like, what the? People are leaving, I gotta leave. And then they leave. I remember back in the day when I exist. Yeah, today. Literally today. Back to VR fishing. Yeah, but like VR fishing takes so much effort though. I gotta like, you know, update my headset. I gotta like make sure the batteries are charged. I gotta upgrade the whatever. The software. Steam VR. Sometimes it doesn't work. It's too much hassle. It's too much. And then my eyes like hurt a little bit afterwards, you know, staring at a screen for too long. There's something about it, you know. Wait, hold on. Can we take a look at games? Games Fest. Yeah, there was the Wholesome Games Direct that happened. Is there anything here that I was interested in? Probably. Got a notif earlier that there may be direct messages by third party. I did also see that. I got that in my email. Since I don't use VR, I didn't really pay much attention to it anymore, but I don't know, that's a thing, apparently. Do you actually get push notifications? I feel like maybe like when you got the headset on, it's like, hey, there's like a notification in this app. Check it out. Marketing emails. Imagine getting marketing notifications. When you install an app and it like messages you about stuff, like let's say you open up like Uber Eats or whatever. I don't use Uber Eats, but imagine you open up the app and it's like, hey, we see you haven't ordered recently. Consider, you know, checking out this thing. And you're like, man, if I wanted to check it out, I would have checked it out. You're like, oh, thank God they reminded me. I'm going to check it out right now. As soon as apps do that, I turn off the notifications because I'm like, okay, they should not be messaging me about this. Unless there's something, you know, relating to my order, something that I initiated. It's like how Twitter, I think by default, if you don't opt out of it, it'll just like recommend things to you and push notifications to you. It's like, it's not someone like messaging you or like mentioning you. It's just like, hey, this person you follow, or maybe you don't even follow them. This person posted this thing, check it out. And I'm like, I did not subscribe to this. Hey, many people on your followers list are liking this thing. This thing is trending. Like, I don't care. It sends alerts in the background for a bunch of unrelated activity. Exactly. It's like, we see you placed an order, but you haven't checked out. Consider going back into the app and finishing the order. And then I go, oh, thanks for reminding me to like just remove the items from my cart, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to message you about it in DM. Bro, imagine messaging people. Does anyone even message people? Not me. I would never message anyone. Sometimes people message me and I respond. Yep, that's relatable. Can anyone relate to this? When people message you and you respond to the message? Streamer, I do that. Whoa, when people message me, I respond. Whoa, dude. Did I see the Hatsune Miku in the Sonic racing game? I did not actually watch the trailer, but I did see people post fan art. They were like, Joker from Persona is in this, and also Miku, and also some other character, or whatever. And then I saw people saying, the Sonic game is $70. That's crazy. That's the economy nowadays. Things are being priced expensively. My whistle is golden. Bonked enough bots, they all got gone and DMs stopped. Yeah, I don't have DMs enabled on Discord in general, except in some servers. Sonic Racers Snapcube. What is Snapcube? Box. Who is Box? Box, can you show yourself? Is that someone that I know? Is it a random person that has tuned into the stream because of webfishing? Welcome Aloe Vera, welcome Beefy Turtle. Yes? Okay, well, unfortunately I don't know you, so this is reserved for chatters that I'm aware of. Mostly because I've had issues in the past where people join and just did very strange things. So it's nothing against you specifically. Maybe you're a totally okay person, but I can't risk it. I'm going to ping you and remind you about your food in Discord server. What food? They're talking about food. Snapcube is the channel that had the Eggman PSA. Oh, the one where he talked about Shadow the Hedgehog on the moon, right? I remember that one. Exactly. They had a video missing footage from a game. They redid it in Gmod and used a Hatsune Miku model. Guys, remember Hatsune Miku? From Fortnite. I remember. Discord, I don't touch it anymore. Each month I hear it got worse. There's a great litmus for VTubers to prove it mathematically. What is the litmus? Whether they use Discord. One dubber was like, I can't see anything Hatsune Miku. I am not aware of that one. What is this? FixUpX.com. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I don't understand the reference. Whether or not it's a good tool. Oh, Discord. Yeah, I don't really use Discord for like that much. Honestly, I'm just, you know, just in some servers sometimes. Occasionally I'll send an emote, but that's about it. I don't really do anything important on Discord. My thing froze for 2 seconds. Now I'm lost, but vibing. How can you be lost though? It's literally a stream. You saw a cockroach outside yesterday? How did that go? What is your opinion on it? What's the deal? I use it for IRL meetups, game dev progress updates. But like, they could do that outside of Discord though. Game dev stuff. There was like, I saw, there was like a video from the Game Maker Toolkit where he talked about ways to promote your game for Steam Next Fest. And then he was talking about how he like has feedback on many different channels. Like, oh, you can email, you can submit a form, you can go on Discord. And he's like, this is too much. Instead, I'm going to make it so that it's just Discord. And then everyone's like, please don't limit your feedback to only Discord. I hate joining a server to leave feedback on something. I'm like, you know, there's too much things that are just like, if you want to do anything, go on the Discord. I don't want to join a Discord. That's too much of a commitment. How did that go is an incredible response to I saw a cockroach outside. How would you have responded? What is the, how would I even respond? What was your favorite thing about the cockroach? Classic things to ask. When people tell you about things, what was your favorite thing about that thing that you talked about? Wow. What about, have you considered this other thing? That's great. The gluten spots the roaches. I'm one having nightmares. What? Did you eat that cockroach? Spelled word wrong? I'm working on the game dev as well by giving myself feedback or fixing the tools. Are you working on the game? Is that the thing? Which game? One time I woke up to a cockroach on my leg. Are you Asmongold? That's the guy who has cockroaches on him on stream. Remember that moment. I will not explain. Okay. Well, that's valid. I will trust your statements then. Me when I use this. Is there a way to check your Discord chat history? Like things that I've said across servers? I want to see what I've sent. Just so that I can be like, here's every message I've ever sent on Discord. And it's like, it's all just like emotes and stickers. That's it. It's literally nothing. I wish it's only on servers, man. Imagine Discord had functionality. I mean, I guess it's not that common of a thing that people... Actually, no, I feel like it would be kind of common, right? Well, actually, I don't know, maybe not. You're like, where did I send that one meme or whatever? You look through all your chat history. But it's not a thing. But I mean, I'm also not in like too many Discords. I'm like in a few, but I only really like read less than like 3 of the discords. It's like my Discord. It's like the main one that I'm in. I will check Hamflow's Discord. It'd be a privacy nightmare to keep just your messages the way Discord is set up. Classic Discord. Bubbles? I don't even know who that is. You can leave a server, but the message you sent... Oh, I see. That is true. It's me. Well, unfortunately, I don't know you, though. But welcome. I'm only checking a few, but I'm in too many. I'm just overwhelmed now. There were some that I used to check, but I don't check them anymore because there's like too many. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Aloe Vera. Welcome, Yuko. That means you need a database of individuals, all message sent for all time. But don't they have that though? Don't they just have like a way to make that happen? I don't know. Don't they store it on the per message level? And then have it keyed by user ID? Yeah, they need this for GDPR, exactly. They probably already have. You can request all your data. Databases are segmented on a per server base. Yeah, but then you have a list of I don't know, you could probably do it. I mean, how do you, like, in the UI, you can check servers you're in. You could just be like, get list of servers. I guess if you're not in the server. They probably still have, like, a list of servers you were once in, right? Probably. And that you've left. I don't know. Anyway, we don't know the details. All we know is that they're on ScyllaDB. And that they have described their infrastructure in great detail. Imagine reading that though. Imagine even being aware of how they set their thing up. Also, isn't Discord going public soon? Wasn't that announced? What's the deal with that? Welcome. I guess they had to search all servers with your ID, pull all messages. You probably have some way to do it. You probably are able to do it. I have begun to understand how Matrix works. The peer-to-peer, not peer-to-peer, was it the encrypted whatever app? The thing. I personally feel like if Discord went away, I would be one of the people that would not be that affected by it. Because I don't have anything that matters on there. Countdown to the death of Discord, it'll happen. Someday it'll happen. You know, things have been around, they've been popular, but over time they've declined. Skype, that's a thing that was popular. MSN Messenger, that's dead. AIM is dead. TeamSpeak is technically still around, but I don't know anyone who uses it. I just don't want to go back to Facebook to talk with people I meet IRL. Imagine using Facebook. Does anyone even use Facebook anymore? Is it just like old people? I feel like the only people that I see, like I don't use Facebook, but like when I see like people posting about Facebook, it's just like people's relatives, like older people. Businesses, true. I feel like businesses are mostly on like Instagram though nowadays, right? That's where all the hit traffic is. Although I guess it depends on the business. I guess businesses that cater to like older people probably are more active on Facebook. The younger audience though, they're probably like on TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever. I still use Line, but I have the one active group there. I think it's the same one I'm in probably. Yes, I do not really pay attention to that group, except on occasion. But yes, that is the only active chat group online. I still wish more people use Line because I like the encryption. That is the thing that they have. I still have to use FB messaging sometimes if I'm added to a group thing. But what are these group things though? Like IRL friends? I don't know why business social media now defaults to any gun manufacturer getting responses by girls frontline fans. Is that a thing that happens? I guess that is a thing that happens. I did see it on Twitter. Like a trip. Like we're going to this place. Do they like, are they mostly using Facebook though? Or do they only use it for coordinating? I know there is one thing that Facebook was used for that people like seem to like was like events managing. Oh, you guys remember Meetup? The website where people would like organize IRL meetups and stuff like that? I forgot that existed. But yeah, people would use Facebook for that kind of stuff. They'd be like, accept the Facebook invite to go to this place. Your friends default to WhatsApp. I feel like WhatsApp is the common thing outside the US. Especially in Europe. It's their main messaging app. They're not even on Discord. That's actually fine. People still use Meetup in my area. I don't find anything there of interest, but it's nice. Yeah, I've never really used Meetup. I have been to the Meetup offices in New York though. I had like a friend visiting New York and they had a friend who worked there. And then we went to the office and they had dogs in there. And we sat on chairs and then we said, oh, look at that dog. And then we looked at the dog. That's it. I know lots of people use WhatsApp, but I never use... I don't know anyone who uses WhatsApp. Besides Zoe, I guess. I mean, like, of people that I talk to, I don't think any of them use WhatsApp. SMS groups. No, there's people that use that. There's people use iMessage, right? That's a thing. You can make stickers. What about Telegram? Does anyone use Telegram? That is a service that I know exists, but I don't really know people that use it. Or if I know them, I don't know that they use it. WhatsApp is owned by Meta? I did not know that. Wait, you're telling me Meta owns Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and Instagram and a bunch of other stuff? They own too much. There's too much stuff. They must be stopped. Facebook though. Man. What are they gonna acquire next? Don't they also own Ray-Ban, right? The glasses company? Ray-Ban Facebook? Ray-Ban Meta? Or was it just a collab? Maybe they don't own them. Ray-Ban Meta. Okay, so maybe they don't own Ray-Ban, but they own this thing. It's another reason to not use any of them. They know too much. I've already mentioned the security nightmare on password cycling. That's why you gotta use a password manager or whatever. Is anyone here not using a password manager? What are you doing? It's 2025. You gotta get with the times. Gotta have a manager for your password. Imagine not managing your password. I use the default iOS one. That's also fine. It's perfectly acceptable. What's a password manager? It's like a guy who tells you your KPIs. The person who holds the stand-ups for your passwords every day. You give them your status updates. They go circling back, just following up on this thread. Hey guys, what's the ETA? How many story points is this ticket? And then you tell them, And then they figure it out. You tell them all your passwords. I default to Discord for online stuff. Signal, this guy's on Signal. I store passwords the old-fashioned way, like in a text file. FaceSpace has all the passwords stored. Even people tumbling passwords would have that nightmare when the data finally gets pwned. I thought they were hashing the passwords though. Sounds like a new friend. The password manager, so true. The password manager is your friend. You tell it something and then it goes, here is your password. And then you can use that password. Attempt to reuse your password. It remembers them. I mean, I feel like a lot of people do. a lot of websites are doing that. Hash and salt. Thoughts on hash browns? That is the default hashing library used in Rust in their hash map implementation. I'm a fan of it. If you attempt to use a password from 20 years ago, oh, that's what you mean. I mean, I feel like, as someone who uses a password manager, that's fine. But like, whatever. But most people don't, I guess. But yeah, like a lot of websites do have a thing where like you can't change your password to one that you've used in the past like some number of months, or like, I don't know, some sort of thing. I wouldn't expect it to be like 20 years though. That's pretty long. Like, especially, I guess, like for enterprise stuff. You try to change your password, and it's like, you've used this one in your past 3 passwords. You please pick a different one. Things like that. Numbers. Anyone a fan of numbers? When I did not have a password manager and they made me change my password, I would simply like, either I would like increment a number at the end of it or like add another symbol at the end. And I feel like most people probably did that, and it is not that much more secure. You're like, oh, I have to change my password. Okay, let me add like a 2 at the end. Oh, it's a 2? Now let's make it a 3. Oh, I have like 2 like exclamation marks. Let me add like another 2 exclamation marks at the end. But now that I have a password manager, I will simply just generate a new password. And I think that's cool. Imagine not generating your passwords. Cringe. Anyway. Now what? Now what? Fishing. Remember fishing? Remember when people used to go fishing in video games? Is Google Password Manager okay? Probably. I don't know. I've never used it. I probably wouldn't use it because I already have my preferred password manager. But it's probably better than not using one. Summer solstice. Man, it's already summer. Can you believe it? It doesn't feel like that long ago. It was winter. Is that true? Do you all understand this? That time is passing by at a faster rate. As we get older, time is passing by. And we go, oh man, remember that? And then someone says, that was 5 years ago. And you say, no, it wasn't. And then it was. It's not summer yet? Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that it will soon be summer. Do you do summer rituals like spring cleaning? Wouldn't that be a spring ritual? But no, I don't think I do anything specific in summer. It's not really anything. When you said April was 2 months ago, I cried. Well, December was 6 months ago. So now what? Imagine time passing us by. Me when time occurs. The world God only knows is pretty recent. Yeah. It's true, it was in the past 2 years. Alright, I'm going to drink water. It is 7 p.m. Alright. Every day is new. Is it though? There are new things every day. Especially if you're in Japan. You know, they got all those limited time items. One time you go to Japan and you get something, and the next time you go back it's not even there anymore. Because it was a limited edition thing. They're always doing that stuff. Imagine though, if life was real. Imagine life like actually being a thing that exists and not just being imagined. Imagine this stream being real. You see this? Are you seeing this pixel right here? They didn't even alias the pixel correctly. Look at those jagged lines. What are they doing? What unprofessional game? Developers should be cancelled for this. And by developers, I mean the one developer. What do you think the developer's doing now? Living their life. There should be more seasonal rituals like festivals. I think it would make years feel like they're longer. I mean, they do exist. There are, in fact, many seasonal rituals. Literally every day there's one. It's just we don't know about them. Every day there's something happening. Someone's celebrating something. Someone out there being like, today is the day that something. And then they jump on the mushroom. And then the mushroom launches them into the pond and they drown. And they respawn. Yeah, donut day. It could be, we don't even know what today is. Does anyone know what day today is? No spoilers, by the way. That was a hypothetical. I know summer is here when I replace my clothes with short sleeves from storage. I feel like for me, for some reason, does anyone else do this? When it's summer, even though it's hot, I still, when I go to bed, I still put my blanket on. I still cover myself with my blanket even when it's hot outside. I don't know what it is, it just feels correct to me. And the thing is also, like, when you're not moving, it's not actually that hot. It's like the motion. It's like when it's really hot outside but you're not moving around, you're like stationary in one place, it feels totally fine. It's when you're like active, that's when it matters. Sleeping. Bro is eepin' though. Imagine eepin'. Could not be me. Whoa guys, look, the tree is fishing. Bro, that's how, what? How did they do that? They programmed a tree that can fish? Wow, what do they think of next? A cat that can fish? Whoa, whoa, dude. Holy, look at this. It's fishing. This cat is fishing. Great joke, streamer. Good job, streamer. That was an amazing joke. There's a psychological aspect of sleeping with blanket than no blanket. Exactly. It just feels strange. I think I also put on my long sleeves when I sleep in the summer. The blankets and long sleeve. There are exceptions, like when it's really, really hot, I don't do it. But that's pretty rare. The opposite is true. If you're overheating due to physical exertion, moving around cools you off. What? Why is that? Is it because of like the wind? Like the sweat from when you move it around? It's like the motion? Why is that? I never thought about this. It's why bicycling on a stationary bike is harder to cool off than outside. Is it because of the wind? Turbulent air. Welcome Origin Form. Hello. Turbulent air. Is that real? Air turbulence. Turbulent air. Cooling. Understanding how fluids heat or cool surfaces. You need turbulence to contact with hot surface to absorb heat from hot thing. Turbulent flow is better than laminar flow to cool warm. Sue? What? I was not aware of this. What do I search to find out more? Air turbulence is cooler than not. 9 types of turbulence. What is air turbulence? Heat sinks and fans. That's too general, though. That's too general. Turbulators and heat exchangers. Alright, whatever. Maybe I don't need to know. But I have learned. I am aware now. And being aware is half the battle. Has anyone been in a battle recently? This cat is battling against the bench. No! That was my favorite band name. Which one? Turbulence? Fans produce turbulent air. Blowing fan on hot thing cools the thing off. Turbulators and heat exchanger. Turbulators and heat exchangers. Ball turbulator? That's not the thing. It's a jork? You're jorking it? Why would he do that? Tangents are cooking today? Are they? Are they though? Hey everyone, what is your favorite tangent? If you were having a conversation and you had nothing to say, you said, hey, by the way, do you hear about this thing? What would it be? Did you see the sports the other day? Guys, did you see the, sports? My favorite tangent is 90 degrees. Is it though? Tangents? It sure is summer. That is when people go to the beach. They get tan. And they're gents. It's pi over 2 tau. Oh, tau is 2 pi, right? Sorry, I misunderstood. No, it's half pi. I don't know. What is tau again? Is it 2 pi? Welcome, Yuki. Tau over 4. I would go, hey, look at that bird. Where? Where is it? Do you know that Zune drew Minoriko Aki, the stage 1 boss in Mountain of Faith, with 2 left foot? I did not know that. I was not aware of this. There's many things I'm not aware of. And that is one of them. But now I am. Now I am aware of it. Happens. You know, sometimes artists just draw things and then they don't realize that they drew it wrong. It's happened to me many times. I would draw something and then before posting it or even after posting it, I'd be like, oh frick, I drew this thing incorrectly. And then I have to delete it and repost it. Unbelievable. Imagine posting though on social media. Is it even worth it anymore? I had a Twitch account years ago, but my 2FA phone number is gone. I can't even delete the account. That's why you need to have something. You gotta have a 2FA app that synchronizes to other devices. Nowadays, that's the thing. Some might say it compromises security, and that is correct. But the alternative is to not have access to things once you lost your phone. Especially if that phone, maybe the phone dies. And you can't recover it, then you got nothing, right? I don't know. What's the deal? What am I doing? What are we doing here? Can we look at Steam Next Fest games? Has anyone found any Steam Next Fest games that look interesting? You look at this game and go, whoa, this game looks cool. Software, what is this? Touch fish. This looks so AI generated. Cryptid engine. I can't click on this. I try clicking on this. You would think that if they have an X here, that you would be able to like remove it by clicking it. But no, you have to click this. Why is that? That's so weird. Also, wait, it's not being removed. Welcome, Tag Barrel. There was a microscopic colony sim game. Now that does not seem like something that I would enjoy. Genres. Puzzle. Puzzle games are usually pretty good. None of these look like things I would enjoy. I have this one on my wish list though. Scrandle, no. Imagine playing Scrandle. Box Stocks? They really named their game this. Bro. Merchants of the Stars. Times Trials. Pieces of the Past. Wait, what is this one? Nah. Outrider Mako. Wait, why does this look familiar? Have I seen this before? Something about this character looks familiar to me. What is this? Ratata. Oh, that's the Patapon spiritual successor. Cthulhu Detective. Elemental Slime. Toho game whose title is very long and I can't read. Cat Rescue Inc. Bomb Bowling X. I might play this one. Fine Cats 5. Cozy Organizer. Oh, Kaizen. Wait, someone mentioned this. Did I miss fishing? Did you? Did you miss fishing? It's still happening. No one plays this game. Kaizen. This is the Zachtronics game. Wish I knew what the frog game was called. Was it the platformer with the frog with the tongue? You could like grapple with it. Wait, this can't be all the puzzle games. Why can't I can't click show more? Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Frogger? No, that's a different thing. They said there's 496 of these. But I scroll to the bottom and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Show more. It will not show more. Alright, what about subgenres? No. What about themes and moods? Relaxing. If I get no server found, does that mean it's full? No, because there's no one in here. It may be something else. You may have typed it wrong. I assume you just copy pasted, but I don't know. There's games. Okay, what did I click here? Themes and moods. I think I looked at family friendly. That was the thing. Sometimes toast is okay. Basketball simulator. Puzzle. Oh wait, this game. Didn't I had this on my wish list, didn't I? This is a game where you clean stuff. This one seemed pretty cool. Install demo. Yes, Steam is installed. Open link. Okay. I clicked cancel. Because I don't want to install right. I probably should install it, huh? We have a lot of games that I have added to my list, but I have not actually installed. But okay, let's open link. What about Zelda? Well, what about Zelda? What has Zelda done recently? There's a Zelda movie that's apparently going to exist. Alright, what's this called? Undusted Letters from the Past demo. Undusted Letters from the Past demo. I have this one on my list. Fishing. It does recommend fishing games to me. Because it's like, you like fishing. What about this one? This one looks cool. Cast and Chill. Just a chill fishing game with very nice looking scenery. Is the website supposed to be like this? Why does it have the Next Fest like logo repeated constantly? It feels unintended. Visuals and viewpoint. Themes and mood. Cast and Chill. Family friendly. Alright, it's on my wish list. Can I add this to my collection? Play now? It's already in your Steam library? Okay. Yuka Replayly? Brew? I don't think Steam likes the resolution. Well, why would it do that then? Roger, what is this? And Roger. Wait, this looks like something I might like. It's like a chill short game with like little interactive segments sometimes. Some puzzles perhaps? With some reading. Alright, you know, I'll add this to my list of games. Add to library. Yeah, Dragon D's got him. Hirogami. Slip and Slime. This is what people are tuning into the stream for. They're like, whoa, can't wait to watch someone, like, look at games. Instead of actually playing the games, simply looking at a list of games. Deciding... Actually, no, people do that, right? When there's a Steam sale, there are some streamers that they just spend time going over, like, list of games that are available on sale. And then they go, Chad, is this one, you think this one would be fun to watch? And then they go, yeah, I totally love this one. And then they buy the game, they add it to their wish list. This is pretty much the same thing, except not. It's the same thing, but better. Because I'm streaming it. Ship Inc. I keep getting claustrophobia with how the Steam window is set up. Well, whose fault is that? Why would they do that? You can't even zoom out. Pressing Control minus, it doesn't even work. Ship Inc. To the Top. High Fructose. Jolly Land Adventure. Now this is going to be Game of the Year. I can already tell. Bully Ball Brigade. Avians Against Aviation. Blastafin. Waving Around. Screen Side Station. This one, something about this looks AI to me. Maybe it's just like the color scheme. A lot of AI art is very yellow nowadays, and this does have a lot of yellow. I enjoy going through all the pages too, spend more time looking than playing games. So true. The Organized Cappy God. Obscuro. What is this one? What's that? What is this? A platformer? Some kind of puzzled platformer. Actually, this looks kind of nice. Cozy Organizer. Oh wait, this one. This one was on my list of itch.io games actually that I never actually got to. And I don't think I will. Do I want to play this one? Is anyone aware of this game? It looks nice. It's got voxels. Nah, I don't know. Dracomar. Mushroom. Ooh, what is this? Mushroom. No. I think not. Play together party games. Polyglock. Polyglock combines flashcards with FPS aiming mechanics. Matchstone. Anyway, this is where everyone tunes out. You know, like, I was here for fishing, not this. Not whatever this is, man. Harmony in the Wild? Wait, this kind of looks like VR fishing. The aesthetic is quite similar to virtual reality fishing. We're all here. No, that's not true. Everyone is gone. No one would ever show. Why? Okay, so why can't I show more? It's the same in the Steam app as it is on the website. I mean, because they are the same thing. The Steam app is the website. Thunderstruck, he's Steam fishing now? Bro. I don't know. We don't even know anymore. We thought we knew, but we were wrong. That is life. That is the story of life. It's just out here, and we are living it. Fish fear me. That's what the hat says. It's literally what the hat says. Everyone fears the stream. What if I spent the rest of the stream just making music in Pico 8? Have you considered this? If I were simply to learn how to compose a soundtrack? Wow, that sounds so good. Speed 11. And then here's what you gotta do. You gotta go to tracker mode. And then delete everything. And then you can start typing things. You gotta go set this one to drop mode. Drop mode, right? And then you just do the same thing many times. Just making music. Are you hearing that? Wow, sounds great. Streamer, that sounds so good. Whoa, this music is awesome. And you add like a hi-hat in there. That's a thing. I learned that was a thing. You just gotta set it to a very high value. Octave 4, perhaps. It sounds so good, thank you. Thank you. Now this one, you gotta give it, I don't know what effect goes with this one. Is it this one? 3, effect 3? No. 2? Nope. 3? 4? 5? There was something. I watched a video that explained how to make like a cymbal sound. It was one of these. What is this number again? I'm asking as if anyone knows. Hey guys, what is this number? It's not this one. Is it effect 0? No, that's too much. Maybe it's like, no. This one? I don't know. I figured this out off stream. But also, what am I even gonna do on stream though? I got nothing. There's literally nothing to talk about. Guys, what's your opinion on web fishing? Can you make something in 7/4 time? I don't really even know what that is. I don't know enough about music to know whether that is possible. And maybe it is. Maybe it's possible. Okay, but then what if I simply did this? Hold on, let me find the video. The video that describes how to make different instrument sounds. Because it was quite informative. It's in my like the videos list. How to create a drum beat. Yes, this is the video I want. It starts at C. Okay, he sets it to 4. How does he do the cymbal sound? How does he do that? What is he doing there? What, that's a 1. He sets it to 1. I played it once but stopped because there was insufficient web fishing. Wait, what was stop doing what? What was I talking about? Something? I don't even know. Hold on, how does he do this? Okay, it's like C3, C3615, C3. What is effect number 6? ARP fast. 6-1, is that a 1? 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5. 6-1-5 Whoops. Oh no. This one. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so this one is this sound. If I simply copy this, paste it, how do I copy the whole thing? I copy this one, and then I paste it. Whoa. It's sounding like something, bro. Wow. And then what? Then, okay, the symbol. He adds the symbol. Fade out. Instrument number 2, octave 4. Okay, octave 4, instrument 2. You might be like, that's instrument 3. No, that's 2. It is 0 indexed. And then, okay, so effect number fade out. Okay, and then what does he do? Then what does he do? Is that a D sharp? D sharp. What is the highest note? That's an F. D sharp. Hold on, and then hold on. I'm sure this is so interesting to you all. D2 1 5. It's 2. Do 5. That's a 5. 5 2 1 5. Okay, and then you can copy this and paste it in various places. Okay, that sounds kind of bad actually. It actually sounds alright, possibly. Alright, like what if I copy the exact melody that he has been doing? We got C3615. That's the cymbal sound. Okay, but his sounds better. Oh, because he's on speed 16. But that's slower. That's even slower. Okay, so we got C and then D sharp. And we've got D sharp, C3, C3, C143. Okay. I mean, surely it's fine. All you gotta do is do this and just paste it around in a bunch of different places. Hold on, listen to this. It sounds bad. But okay, what if I pasted more of these? Simple. It sounds alright. Maybe it sounds alright. And then you paste more of them. And that is how you make music. You simply copy and paste notes. And you have something that sounds bad. It doesn't sound awful. It sounds actually probably acceptable. Now what if I increase the speed? Whoa. Alright, anyway, that's music. That's how you make music. Specifically a drum beat in the Pico 8 editor. Hold on, what else is he doing? He's adding variations. He goes to, what is he doing here? Changing 2 and 4. Okay, so he changes this. Welcome, good cat. He changes this to some other numbers. 5, 3, 4. All right. Imagine if that was good though. How many audio channels? There are 4. You can set 4 audio channels. You can set your drum beats to be this one. This is pattern number 0. I don't know how to do this. I've actually never done this before. Oh, you set it to 0. Okay, and then this is playing. You can make another one. You can have this be number 1. And go here, and then you put your main music here. Now the question is, how do you make something that sounds good? I don't know. That sounds so good, right? It doesn't. Actually, it doesn't sound good. But what if it did? What if it did sound good? Nope. It actually does not sound good. Me, if I do music theory, this could in fact sound good instead of sounding bad. The drum beat does not sound that bad, actually. I could see this being in a game or something. This part, though, is bad. I don't know how to make it sound good. What if it just needs more notes? Maybe that's what it is. Simply, all you gotta do is just gotta add some effects, perhaps some. No, that sounds bad. It sounds awful. It sounds really bad. Okay, guys, ignore that. It's really loud. This is probably so unpleasant. Oh, because it's so loud. Let's set this to like 3. 3. What if everything was here? Great. Sounds amazing. Thanks for that, streamer. That was quite... Ooh, that's something. And then you play it. Imagine having this be the background music of your game. It's gonna be so popular. Everyone's gonna tune in and love it. Okay, what if it was arpeggio though? Okay, don't. Oh, whoa. That's like the Kirby star sound effect. Is that how they do it? The Kirby star sound effect? Oh, lasers? Sound of lasers being fired? And then all you gotta do is remove some of them. You just set the volume to 0. That gets rid of it. What the heck? They got birds? This is it. This is going to be the new hit song. Everyone's going to talk about it. They'll be like, do you hear that banger track that he made live on stream? Wow. I was here. It happened. Anyway. That's cool, right? That's cool. Music. Does anyone know how to make music? How do you usually go about composing a song? You start with the drums. You just choose some notes that you think sound good. What's the meta? Chord progressions, songs. Imagine having songs though. Any knowers in the chat? That's gonna be the next thing that I get into, making music. You know, I'm gonna have all the skills needed to make a game by myself, including the music. Because that is the one thing that I've missed from my game development journey. Is that although I've created all the assets, I have not created the music. And that is why it's a challenge. And there is a way that I found that sounds kind of nice for making the sound for like when you get an item in a game. You know, it's like something like that. Wait, that literally just sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. And then you could... Whoa. And then you make it faster. It's like when you get a power-up in a game. That's literally it. You can make it like this. Bachelors of Art, so true. You can make it speed 8. You could simply have it be like this. You could simply set all of these to be 0. And then if you want like a jump sound, you just do this. You make it fast. You can make a mushroom bounce sound by doing this. By simply doing this. Look at that. Bouncing, so true. Super Mario. This is John Mario. This is when you die in a game. Me when I'm in a video game and I die. Me when power up is down, when power down. Ah, that's a pretty good one. Explosion sound. When I shoot laser. You can also do this. BFXR, yes, I did hear about that one. There's also JSFXR, I think. It's called BFXR. I believe this is the same thing actually. JSFXR is the more robust version of it, possibly. Welcome, Brooke. Is it the same? I think it's the same. It's based on the same thing. Pick up coin, laser shoot, explosion, power up, hit hurt. This is the original. Well, then this one is better then, because you can copy the code. You can set the bunch of other settings. Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like this has too many settings. Like, I don't know what the thing is. There's too much. Anyway. Cool resources to look into. I like using the Pico 8 editor. There's something about it. It's nice. What about this? What about sounds? There's many things you could do with the waveforms. What if it plays the first four notes of Megalovania? Okay, what are the notes? Can someone tell me what the notes are? So that I may type them. Do-do-do-do. What is what is it? What is it? Deet. Which one is the deet? That's not it. That's not it. Deet. What is that one? That's not it. That's not it. Deet. What is it? No one even knows anymore. Third note is the same. Oh, it's the same. Okay, so it'll be C. It's D. Is it actually D? It's D. This one doesn't sound right. What's the fourth one? Let me make it long. CCCA. I thought he said it was D. And then F sharp. The programming language. D also works. Man. What's F sharp? Where is F sharp at? C sharp, D sharp, F sharp. This. I thought this was this is 2. It doesn't work. Server's dead. Is that why people have not been able to join? Is that the server was never actually out? Oops, I accidentally closed the game. I'll open it up again. See, I didn't know because no one was in there. Simply, I mean, someone did try to join, and I said, I don't know if that is a thing. Manual. D, D octave, A, G sharp. But that's 5 notes though. I thought it was 4 notes. Alright, well that's the code. Okay, so it's D. Alright, I have to approve the join request. Okay, so this is D, but 1 octave higher, and then A. Which one is A? How do I type A in here? Ah. And then this one, okay, so then this one should be longer. Oh, look at that, we got Megalovania, sorry. There it is. Okay, and then. What about this one? Wait a second. That's it. It's literally I keep saying Metroidvania. Well, there it is. There's the song. There's the song everyone knows and loves. 5th note does not add much unless you complete the phrase. G sharp. Which one is G sharp? D sharp. Why can't I type G sharp? Where is G sharp? G sharp is there. And then G is here. And then F. Okay. So then this, you gotta add empty. It's another empty. Let me decrease the speed. And then DFG. Okay, and then D, and simply just copy this one, and this one. Okay, there needs to be more time. Oh, there it is. Now these two could be closer together, but then I would need to split everything apart. Actually, that's fine. It's like about the tempo, right? 15. What if we add a reverb? What about dampen? No, that's too much. Okay, then you loop to 16. That's something. Got something there. Okay, what if we change everything to that, and then we did this? No. It's kind of like similar, right? There's some similarities between this and the real thing. What about this one? What about noise? It actually doesn't sound that bad. Drop. Anyway, there's many things you could do. A lot of things that could be done here. That noise feels like the drum beat. True. I copied everything. It is. Anyway, that's Megalovania. It's that simple. So, and then you combine this with sounds awful. Sounds awful. Gotta use this one. And then go here. And then what? And then you copy everything. Simply, how do I copy across cells? Shift. Copy and paste it. I know the rest of the song does not go like this. But, you know, there's something. Wow, amazing. We got music. That's my first song. Original song. Totally original song made by me. The first two notes are just C instead of D. Okay. So it would simply be that works. And then it's B and then A. This one B. How do I type B? B. Okay, B. Wait, this one seems wrong. Is it B an octave? Oh, it's B an octave above, and then A sharp, which, as we all know, is here. This one seems wrong. What is this? It was fine. I can't believe you fooled me. Was it D? No, it was fine. You've done an original song, do not steal. Don't you dare put this in a video game that has skeletons. Or Earthbound, or whatever. what's the word? Earthbound. Earthbound ROM hack. The next phrase afterward. Which one is afterward? This one? Like after this? Or this one? Do I, from here? BBDA. Isn't that the Suisse song? BBDA? Bibbidi bobbidi. I don't have enough spaces? Sure I do. All I have to do is copy this into the next track. And then I go here. So it starts at this one. Okay, so this one is B, which as we all know is this one. So this is B, B, D, A, G sharp, G, F, D, F, G. That seems wrong. Is it really B? Is it B like higher up? No. Well, anyway. So this one would be pattern 0. This one would then be pattern 3. It starts here. It loops from here. It's B, B, B sharp, which is A sharp. Which one is A sharp? This one? Whoops, oh no. Where's A sharp? B flat instead of B. B flat, which is A sharp. Is it that? That doesn't seem right. Oh, I'm not lower, so it's like 1. Okay. It seems a little bit off. Something about it. Well, whatever. It's fine. It was good. Here's my first song. Original composition. Anyway, that's it. That was Megalovania. That was an insight into how to make music in Pico 8. It's actually quite simple. Quite shrimple. You can make sounds. Sound effects. Totally do this. Anyway, I will end the stream. Because it is time to end the stream. I will not even save the track. You may be like, no, you made such a masterpiece. You should at least save this. I refuse. Music is ephemeral. We don't need to save it. It's there in the VOD. People, for some reason, want to do it. Anyway, tag barrel. That's a good... It's a Crobat, I believe. classic Pokemon that everyone knows and enjoys. Good job. Toby Fox has been obliterated. Who's that? This is an original song. Totally unrelated to any Toby Fox song. It looks awful from the top. Okay, from here then. From here. Alright, well that's gonna be it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me make music. I may learn how to make music like the actual way at some point. But not today. Anyway, let's see what day it is. Let's rate someone. Corn on the cob day. German chocolate cake day. Say hi day. That's a good one. There's barely, these aren't even real. So it's like the days are only these. These are the only days. Alright, let's do say hi day raid. Say hi day raid. You can wave if you want, perhaps. That's a thing that people do when they say hi sometimes. But not always, only sometimes. Alright, who do I raid? Forklift safety day? What? And I wasn't even live? Bro. Alright, I will send you over to someone who is streaming, and that someone will be what about this fellow? This fellow has raided us recently. /raid private Lexi. Streaming some Euro Truck Simulator. If you enjoy watching trucking games, that is one for you. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'll be back on Friday. Probably going to play some Steam Next Fest games. Assuming I can find a good assortment of them. Which is not guaranteed, but it could happen. And that's, yeah, and then Saturday, maybe more of that stuff. Thank you, Hamflo, for the 36 months. That is, in fact, many months. That is, in fact, 3 years. It's a long time. That is, in fact, many years. I slept through the whole show. You missed the original music composition that I made live on stream? He doesn't even know. He's gonna be like, oh man, and then you're gonna hear a song and you won't even know that I made it. It's already pretty popular. 3 years. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway. Yep, that's it. Good times. Thanks for watching. Classic times. Raid is going. I will now stop talking. Goodbye.